Hiya, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm about to jump into the final episode of season 2 of Good Omens, and what a journey. Last episode, I think, is definitely one of my favourites. Lots of stuff going on. Crowley has basically taken the lift up to heaven, as you do. Presumably he's going up there to get help, because Aziraphale is currently in his shop and is about to be attacked by a bunch of demons who are looking for Gabriel. And even though Gabriel tried to give himself up, the demons didn't recognise him because of the miracle that Crowley and Aziraphale cast, like in episode 1 or whatever it was. So they're going to think, you know, even if Aziraphale sort of says, here is Gabriel, this is him, this is who you're looking for, they're not going to believe him because Gabriel's already tried that. So I don't like to think what they're going to do to Aziraphale to get the information that they think they need from him. I am going to jump into this episode now and find out what happens and probably cry at some point, but yes. So yes, this is Good Omens, season 2, episode 6.
Why is everything so weird?
I thought it might make you realise that Maggie loved you. And then you'd fall in love with her. It all looks so simple in Jane Austen.
Jane Austen?
Oh yes, the brains behind the 1810 Clerkenwell diamond robbery.
Oh shit.
Now Guernsey let us in, whether you like it or not.
Not. You are not welcome here.
Where'd you keep your records?
In my office, but...
Lead on!
But you're a demon, I can't just...
Angels are like bees, fiercely protective of their hive if you're trying to get inside. Once you're in...
But you don't look like a bee. You look like a murder hornet or a snake or...
Bees?
You lot are ridiculous.
We are the legions of the damned. We are invincible.
You might be invincible, but you're still stuck out there, and we're in here. You don't frighten me.
You're nobody.
My God, you lot are pathetic. You want to come in here and say that to my face?
Oh shit.
Come on, quickly, go.
Did you just invite them in? Oh god.
Maggie? What just happened?
I think I might have just told them they could come in.
I am perfectly prepared to take defensive action should it become necessary. I have to tell you, you can all leave now and nobody will be hurt.
You'll be hurt.
So what's Crowley up to? And what's Aziraphale up to, come to think of it? Gonna miss this theme song. His hair.
What have you got on Gabriel?
It's all confidential. I can't show it to you. I mean, I couldn't open it if I wanted to. I don't have clearance. You'd have to be a throne or a dominion or above. How did you do that?
I haven't always been a demon, and they never change their passwords. The idea of walking into the circle forever, even demons aren't that stupid.
So what's your plan?
But that was it.
Everything ends. Time and the world is over.
Nah.
Nah.
Yep. Nah.
Nah to the final victory of heaven on earth.
Sorry, just not seeing it this time. Pass. I am the only First Order Archangel in the room, or, you know, the universe. So I'm not gonna answer so much. Anyway, Armageddon, the sequel, that's a nah. What's next on the agenda?
The cleaning roster.
Okay.
We've struck gold.
So why did he change his mind about that? Because wasn't he on board with it? Like in season 1, he was totally on board with that.
There's even more fire extinguishers up here.
Gabriel refused point blank to entertain another Armageddon. Doesn't sound like him at all.
No, it doesn't.
Muriel, you're the last person I'd expect to see collaborating with the enemy. Well, don't let me interrupt you. Go on. Show him the trial.
I charge you to leave this place with all your people, or I'm going to have to take severe measures.
Give us Gabriel. Give him to us now.
Sometimes people call me Gabriel.
Gabriel, Supreme Archangel, you have refused to exercise your celestial authority, and you are henceforth removed from office.
I see. You're casting me down to hell. Well, I accept my fate. Sometimes an angel just has to say, guys, enough.
You are not going to hell. The kindness, your memory of your time as Gabriel, will be erased.
Got it. Well, I'll just need to take off my clothes and clean out my desk then.
So even though the angels had lost Gabriel, they knew why. Oh, it was his matchbooks.
Going down.
I don't trust him. Can we begin the memory wipe now?
But without him here, good idea.
I can't find his memory anywhere. In fact, I can't find him in the building. He's left heaven.
So they hadn't done the memory wipe?
Cowards, get back up those stairs.
Fire extinguishers have all been emptied and we're out of encyclopedias.
Desperate measures must be taken. Oh. It's something we're only meant to do when we're actually on a wartime footing.
What did you just do?
I think I may have just started a war.
What just happened?
I think your friend just declared war on hell.
Right, come on, let's get back there.
We still don't know who Crowley is, because he's definitely somebody, because he could open that file.
Hello? Anybody here? He came back.
Why are they with him? Her, them. Oh, hell. War.
I did the thing with the halo.
You blew up your halo. Oh, hell won't like that.
Oh, shit.
We are at war!
Nobody's at war. Those idiots there want their Archangel back so they can fire him.
Nice job, Shax.
Beautifully done. Remind me to put in for your commendation.
Aziraphale, let's sort this out. Where's the cardboard box?
What box? The one Gabriel arrived with.
Gabriel, he's here.
Sometimes people call me Gabriel.
We did a thing, hiding miracle. Apparently if we do a miracle together, it all works a bit too well. Oh, there we go. Thought that's what you were doing.
What was I doing?
You were writing a message, probably to yourself, on the bottom of the box. I am in the fly. Lord Beelzebub, these flies are your department.
There's only one fly here. Come here. Come on. Good boy. I wonder nobody could find you. This is where you were keeping all your memories. Here. Take it. Now, open it.
How
So I am supposed to get 10 million angels to stand down. It doesn't bear thinking about.
You should try to get 10 million demons to put down their weapons and go back to work.
You can't sit there. I'm waiting for someone.
You're waiting for me?
I don't think so.
New face.
Why did you want to meet me here?
Well, if we're going to have background talks, they can't be in either of our home territories.
What do we need to discuss?
Stopping the war.
Armageddon.
We are ready for round 2.
As are we. Armageddon, here we come.
Armageddon. Armageddon. Everyone in heaven is all like, well, you're the commander-in-chief. Can't you just make the war happen anyway? Like I make the rules.
That's exactly what my lot said.
It's good to know there's someone who understands. Thank you. It's a pity we'll never speak again. I have a proposal to make. Instead of Armageddon, what about...
It's a song.
No Armageddon.
An interesting proposal. No Armageddon. They won't like that, though. Most of my demons live for Armageddon, if you can call that living.
Well, my angels too, but you can't always get what you live for. We keep the status quo. Static and quo-y.
No one could ever know, of course.
Of course. The deal?
I like the song.
Song?
The music that's playing now.
What music?
The noise. Every day something is getting closer.
Then I also like it.
Agreement concluded. No need to ever meet again, is there?
None whatsoever.
And yet they will.
Let there be light. I think the sculptor really caught something. The shape of the head, beautiful. Really moving.
Right. Shall we go to the pub?
That's where the whole Edinburgh thing ties in.
2 pints of regular bit.
What's that?
A classic 1960s jukebox. You don't see many of them these days.
Amazing.
Very good.
Here you go.
Is that... Did you...
A small miracle.
Oh.
That song will always be here on that jukebox to comfort the afflicted.
I should give you something. Here. It's for you. You never know when you'll need it. It's a container, so it's bigger on the inside. You can put things in it.
I don't actually know what to say.
Why not?
No one's ever given me anything before. Aziraphale. You. Thank you.
Silly, silly angel. Why?
I was coming to you, but I forgot.
Well, I think Aziraphale probably took much better care of you than I could have done.
Beelzebub, you traitor.
I just found something that mattered more to me than choosing sides.
Enough to make you believe in true love?
Mortals? What are mortals doing here? Someone turn them into pillars of salt.
No, that won't be necessary. I'll see to this. Maggie, Nina, you come with me.
I've had quite enough of this. You will speak, one at a time.
I demand that you hand over both Gabriel and Beelzebub as gifts for Satan, our master.
And I demand you hand them over to us to face celestial punishment.
Why don't we ask them where they'd like to go?
No, there are precedents. Hell doing heaven's punishing for you. Job. That was one. Lovely man. Never met him.
What do you want?
I would like better clothes And I would like to be with Beelzebub. Where Beelzebub is my heaven.
Angels and demons, they can't just...
Every day, it's getting closer.
Going faster than a roller coaster. Surely come my way.
Order accurately and fast. I haven't slept in 30 hours and I will not hesitate to mock you if I don't like your order.
Large oat milk latte.
Oh, that's Thingy.
I am authorized to remove the name of anyone who helped Gabriel from the Book of Life. In the absence of Gabriel, I am the Supreme Archangel.
Duty officer.
And
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I must interrupt you there. You don't have the authority to do anything like that.
And who are you?
Metatron.
Don't know me? What about you, demon? Do you know me?
Oh, I know you. Last time I saw you, you were a big floating giant head, man.
Oh, the Metatron. Correct. Right, you, back to heaven, spit spot, not another word. I think we need to have a bit of a chin wag.
After all this, I think we are going for an extremely alcoholic breakfast at the Ritz.
Where's the other one? We need to talk to you.
He's out. Not a good time.
There are things you need to hear. You and your partner have been messing about in our lives. My relationship just ended. I am not ready to start another one yet. I'll just be a rebound mess. When I'm ready, I hope she'll be there, but there isn't any guarantee. There is. You're not helping, Angel. You're the hard-bitten one who can't trust anyone ever again, and Mr. Wherever he is the soft one who still believes in magic and people being basically good and all that.
Why are you telling me all this? I don't understand.
Because you don't understand. Because you and Mr. Fell don't ever talk to each other. You never say what you're really thinking. That was all we needed.
Take all the time you need.
I don't know what to say.
Well then, go and tell your friend the good news.
Which is going.
I'm sure you two have a lot to say.
Look, I suppose, I've got something to say. I know we ought to be talking about it. It's probably best if I start off doing all the talking, you do all the listening, because I don't start talking now, I won't ever start talking. Right? Yes, so...
What's that lovely human expression? Oh, yes, hold that thought. Oh, I have some incredibly good news. The Metatron, he asked who I thought should take over in heaven now that Gabriel was gone. And I said...
Michael? Oh, don't be silly. There's only one candidate who makes even the slightest bit of sense, and that's you.
And I said, me? And he said...
Well, yes, you're a leader. You are just the angel for the job.
I don't want to go back to heaven. Well, where would I get my coffee?
With the demon Crowley. Now, if you wanted to work with him again, it would certainly be within your jurisdiction to restore your friend, Crowley, to full angelic status.
He said what?
He said I could appoint you to be an angel. Come back to heaven like the old times, only even nicer.
And you told him just where he could stick it then?
Not at all.
Oh, we're better than that. You're better than that. They asked me back to hell. I said, no, I'm not rejoining their team. Neither should you.
But, well, obviously you said no to hell. You're the bad guys. Well, it's the side of truth, of light, of good.
When heaven ends life here on Earth, it'll be just as dead as if hell ended it. Tell me you said no.
If I'm in charge, I can make a difference.
I didn't get a chance to say what I was going to say. I think I'd better say it now. We've known each other a long time. We've been on this planet for a long time. I mean, you and me. I could always rely on you. You could always rely on me. We're a team, a group. And we've spent our existence pretending that we aren't. And I would like to spend... I mean, if Gabriel and Beelzebub can do it, go off together, then we can. We don't need heaven, we don't need hell, they're toxic.
Come with me.
It's gonna make a difference. You can't leave this book.
Oh, Crowley. Nothing lasts forever.
No, don't suppose it does. Good luck.
Good luck? Crowley! We can be together, angels, doing good. I need you.
Listen, hear that?
I don't hear anything.
That's the point. No nightingales.
I forgive you.
Don't bother.
The next step in the great plan.
Yes, you mentioned that. Can I know what it is?
Well, it's something we need an angel of your talents to direct. We call it the Second Coming.
Doors closing. Going up.
I tell you what, there better be a third season. They cannot end it like that. Oh my god. That was horrific. I mean, it wasn't. It was good, but it answered a lot of questions, but fucking hell. So I suppose, like, the biggest thing is obviously Gabriel. We found out exactly what had happened to him. So one thing I'm not sure about, did Gabriel, before they could wipe his memory, actually remove his memories himself and store them in that fly that Beelzebub gave him? Presumably so that he could kind of extract them and reimplant them later, like he did, like, obviously in this episode. Because it sounded like the angels hadn't wiped his memory yet, and they were trying to find him so that they could do that. Which would make sense, because presumably if the angels had gotten to him first and wiped his memory, then the memories would be irretrievable. So that would then make sense. Okay, I think I've answered my own question. But obviously, feel free to comment below and tell me if I've got that wrong. But yeah, that was very, very unexpected. I did not expect Gabriel to go against heaven at all. Although that flashback to the last episode in season 1 obviously shows him speaking with Beelzebub, and they were obviously saying what they said about, you know, he wouldn't be able to get the angels to stand down and she wouldn't be able to get the demons to stand down and stuff. So it does make sense. But the idea of them being in a relationship was just like, didn't even enter my head, honestly. Although there's obviously precedence for that because of Crowley and Aziraphale, so yeah. But yeah, with the Crowley thing, obviously I'd mentioned a couple of episodes ago about I thought he was somebody more than just a regular angel, and it seems like he was. I can't remember the title that What's-Her-Face used. Was it like Throne and Dominion or something? I don't know what that means in angelic terms. But obviously he was somebody quite high up. Perhaps not Archangel level, but definitely somebody kind of nearing that rank, maybe? Yeah, so that was interesting. Obviously we didn't find out who he was. You know, he may not have been a named angel, somebody that we would recognise anyway. So that's fine. But just obviously sort of knowing that he's maybe a little bit more powerful than we kind of suspected he was is definitely food for thought. And if they do have a third season, maybe that'll come into play then. But I could completely be overthinking that. So... And my voice is going funny because, like... Oh, that bit. Just like when Aziraphale said that he could restore Crowley to his angelic self, it was just like, oh my god, that is amazing. And then obviously Crowley not wanting it. I get his reasoning. He doesn't want to choose sides and be controlled by them, you know, either of them, like either heaven or hell again. So I do get where he's coming from. And I thought it was kind of ironic as well with, I can't remember the names, Maggie and Nina kind of coming over to speak to Crowley, and they were almost acting as matchmakers, so it was like the situation was reversed in this episode, which I thought was really a cool touch. And it can't last, surely it can't last. Like, there has to be a season 3 and they have to kind of patch things up and sort things out. But like, the second coming of Christ is presumably what the Metatron was talking about. Is surely that's basically this fucking Antichrist. I mean, I know it's not the Antichrist, it's the exact opposite of the Antichrist. But surely that's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the rapture or whatever it is that happens with the second coming of Christ. So it's going to be the same thing as it was in the first season. So it would make sense that, you know, Aziraphale might be on board right now, but as soon as he realises that actually loads of people are going to die, I think he's going to back out or try and get out. So yeah, very interesting. I'm actually just really glad to have finished it now. On the plus side, it does mean I can go and watch other people's reactions of it, so that's good. And I can, like, watch cast interviews and things like that, which is what I've been wanting to do pretty much since the first season, so I could do that without risk of spoilers now. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, and it was a good ending for what it was, but it wasn't a good ending. But then not every ending needs to be good, but I do really hope they don't just leave it there, and they do give us a season 3. That would be so good. But yeah, so obviously that was the last episode of Good Omens. So next Tuesday will be the first episode of Firefly, which is a show I know nothing about aside from the fact that it's got Nathan Fillion in it and it was cancelled. So yeah, that's been highly requested, and obviously we put it to a vote as well. So yeah, I think I'm now going to go and stick my face in some cold water and see if I can start to feel a little bit more normal again. If you've enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out the full-length version, you can find the link to my Patreon in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.